Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Kyle Phillips here.
And Leah Clark.
Welcome to Spark and Chaos, a journey of thought with Kyle and Leah.
Hello.
This is episode 18, covering season 2, ep 4 of My Jiro Macadamiar Nut.
Cookies.
Yeah, we had some issues in the pre-watch. We got about 5 minutes into the wrong episode.
Yeah, but I couldn't tell because it looked kind of similar.
And then I forgot to turn on the audio. So, yeah.
Patreon.
We did it. But yeah, no, we're excited. It was a fun ep. Ended on a cliffhanger.
It did.
But yeah, the cavalry battle begins, and Team Deku is under attack. Deku has to go around and pick some people. He does get some people on his team. Class 1B takes advantage of 1A's one-track collective mind. And we end on a cliffhanger. Segments in this ep are Patreon Q's and A's. Character profile, we're going to be covering Tokoyami. We got some show and tell. And Leah's got some Who Said It.
Who Said It? With a Patreoner, right?
With a Patreoner. We have a Patreoner going to be calling in and playing the game instead of me. So that'll be fun. Very excited for that.
Woohoo!
But yeah, let's get started.
Let's do it.
I'm wearing my commit tax fraud hat because we're recording this on the 16th. This is the day after tax day. And I don't know about you, but I wait till the last second.
I always do, and I always file an extension.
Did you have to file an extension?
Yes.
But you still have to pay.
I know, but I'm scared. I can't do it now.
Wait, so did you just give them a pile of money and just assume it was right?
No, I just assumed, you're just supposed to guess, and then I just said how much I would owe, and I guessed 100 and sent them that, and then that was it. Oh. So now I've got to pay them something in October. I'm scared. Or before October at some point. Yeah. I hate it.
6 months. Wait, is that 6? No. Yeah, 6 month extension?
Yeah. Have you never filed an extension?
I think maybe once or twice.
But usually
the first time, I was a kid and I was broke. And I was I don't want to pay, right now. I'll wait. I was I'll just file an extension. And they were no, you still pay. It's oh, that's the whole reason.
And you pay more.
Yeah. So.
And yeah, they just, it's awful. I also don't like what we're paying for these days. So.
Yeah. Well, so that's one of the best parts about having kids. I had Finnegan in 2024, so the government gave me $8,000.
For what?
For having 4 kids.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you get $2,000 per kid.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Go have kids, everyone.
Damn.
Hell yeah. As long as they're a dependent, basically. So I think the oldest they can be considered a dependent is 26.
Yeah, for now.
So if my kids...
They're changing it. No, it's 24 now.
They changed it?
Yes. My therapist told me that. Because I was okay, well, at least I can cover Rosie until she's 26. And she was 24.
Was that same thing for insurance?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, I got a crazy amount back last year.
What? For kids?
No, not for kids, because my health insurance premiums, we go through the marketplace, and my premiums were real. Everyone's it's really expensive on the marketplace. I was it is. It's insane.
Yeah.
And I'm oh my gosh. And so I'm doing my taxes, and I'm oh, this is a rough year. And I put in the 1095As, and it was on TurboTax. And it was you owe this much to... You're getting this much back. And I was
no way.
What?
A TurboTax?
Yeah. And I was cool. Surely this is a mistake.
Yeah.
But then I talked to the broker. They're oh, yeah, no, that's how it works. You pay the full premium, but then you get, the Affordable Care Act credit at the end of the year. And I was is there a way I can have that, spread out throughout the year so my premiums are more reasonable?
Yeah.
And she was yeah.
No way.
Yeah. And I was
Are you serious?
Yeah. So I did that. So this year I was I'm going to have to pay this year, but I didn't because I had Finnegan.
Oh my god.
I was gonna have to pay $1,500, but because I had a baby, I got $500 back.
Oh, wow. Dope. That's amazing.
Have those babies. Have those babies.
Do you get more when you're married, too? I heard that was a thing.
It's definitely better to file jointly. I don't remember why. I don't know what kind of deal you get.
Huh. Or like head of household or something?
I think it's because, like, if you're self-employed and you just pay the one self-employment tax.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know what the benefit is of filing jointly.
I don't either. I'm really bad at taxes.
Yeah, it sucks.
So that's it
anyway.
for our tax and economics section.
Anyway, that's why I'm wearing my hat.
MHA.
It's Barney, and it says commit tax fraud. So, and it's fun in pink. But let's kick things off with the segment show and tell.
Show and tell, yay! This is I got this at Anime Washington, and Kyle had one recently. And we were actually going to bring them in on the same day, but I forgot mine. And I ended up showing y'all my Switch.
Oh, is that what that was?
I think so. Yeah. So
well, your
here
Switch
it is.
was cool.
Yeah, I guess it was fine. It's still here.
Yeah.
So it's me. It's a drawing of me dressed up as Toga. And it says, "I want to make a world that's easier to live in," and that's one of Toga's quotes.
So it's like, what do they call it? A caricature? It's like a caricature.
It's a caricature.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Except
sorta.
not super exaggerated features.
No, but they're definitely there. I don't know why. I don't know why the hair is like that.
Is that what you were like? Did you have a picture out there with your hair like that?
Mm-mm. I don't ever do my hair like
what
that.
What are you looking at? Oh, I was like, how is she reading that?
I could see
see-through,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, through the lights.
You read that mirrored.
Backwards.
That's
I can
impressive.
read backwards. Isn't that weird? I can read backwards. I'm dyslexic, but I can actually read backwards and upside down.
I can read upside down pretty well.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I can do both. I used to be able to anyway. Anyway, so it just says there's like an arrow that's pointing to Anime Washington. I'm doing the famous little Toga pose with her hands up by her face. My head is extremely large. It's probably about the size of my body.
You know what they say? Big head.
Giant hat.
Big hat.
Big hat. Anyway, so that's it.
That's cool.
And I guess it's from, Tiny Art Face Painting. And then it has a signature here that almost says Kodak. Cody? Oh,
Cody.
That's probably who gave you yours.
Yeah.
Because Kyle was saying a guy gave him this, and a woman came and brought me this painting. So yeah, maybe it's a partnership.
There you go.
This Anime Washington.
Very cool. Yeah, I don't remember what episode that was, but yeah, that was if you went and looked and were like, oh, that's what he's talking about. It's the same style.
Woot.
All right, mine. I have two because they were kind of small, but I talked about Illuminidal a handful of episodes ago.
That's so cool.
I had the Saint All Might candle. This is the Santeria candle, and so I told the story. I won't retell it, but basically met the guy in New Orleans,
That's so cool.
and he had the Saint All Might candles, and he was like, "Next con, I'm gonna have some Denki candles for you," and so he did. So yeah, here's the Saint Denki candle. So if you're listening, it's like the Santeria candle shows like the saint pose. He's got the sash or whatever, but it's Denki's face. So you can pray to Denki, I guess,
Pray
if you
to
like
Denki.
this. And pray to Denki. And so if you need to, if you're like about to take a big test or something, you're like Saint Denki, and you light it, and then he gives you the energy of basically like, if you fail, it's no big deal. That's what he does for you.
What's kind of fun and ironic about this candle, though, is you could light it when there's a power outage.
That's true. Here, I think this is probably blocking your face.
Oh. It was actually giving you my cartoon face.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but so it's kind of fun. It's
Yeah.
like Denki, the saint of light.
Saint of light.
And electricity.
And then I found this other little guy. It's a little acrylic stand, and it shows Denki dressed as Ash from Pokemon.
Oh, that's cute.
He's got a Pokeball, and he's catching or releasing a Pikachu.
Look at that. Because Denki is a Pikachu.
Mm-hmm. I've signed many a Pikachu.
I get that now because I play the card game on my phone, And the Pikachu card is really cool, but anytime he uses it, all of his power leaves. So
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
the Pikachu card, because you can like once you attack, all the energy goes away, and you have to like rebuild the energy. So it's like Dem Denki.
Oh, Dem Denki.
Once he attacks, his energy goes away.
Oh.
So interesting.
So yeah, appreciate y'all. That's show and tell.
Woo!
All right, the episode. Okay, so normally I have the little tablet here. It sucked. It stopped working. It could never open up the thing, so
he has a laptop.
I have a laptop.
And it's fine.
I hate it. It looks so stupid.
It doesn't look stupid. I feel like you should let us know in the comments if it bothers you at all that Kyle has a laptop versus an iPad or tablet.
Well,
tablet.
I think I'm going to go for because it's like the tablet. It's like on the stand. Boom. It's exactly meant for this. Like, it just kind of, it's like, it looks a little more official. Let me just plop my laptop. It's like, on
it's
the
not
edge.
plopping.
And then you don't have one, so it's like, I don't know.
It's fine. I could bring one out here, but does it bother? I don't think it takes away from the content, because a lot of people are listening versus watching.
It looks stupid.
So it doesn't look stupid.
Well, if you're listening, be like, phew, I'm glad I'm not watching, because otherwise you'd see how stupid
because I'd be
it
like
looks.
so thrown off by the laptop.
It's insane. Everyone watching, you're comment
Everyone's
below.
like,
you're like, oh god, this is
Everyone
gross.
watching, please tell us that it doesn't fucking matter.
No, it doesn't.
Because it
looks
really
stupid.
doesn't.
It looks so stupid. All right, so we start with a bunch of recap again. I guess every episode
it's full recap.
They're pulling the One Piece. Okay, so I wonder if this episode or this season could have been 13 eps, but there's so much recap that they're like, ooh, let's stretch it out.
I have a feeling that it's going to be like the 13 is going to be this race or these challenges, and then once we get to 14, I think it's going to switch it up to like the villains and stuff.
Yeah,
and Disdain,
yeah.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to we'll get all that backstory that way. When I come in at the end and save it all for season 4.
We're going to have to do something big for Toga. It's
yes.
Finally, Toga's here.
Finally, she's here.
What should
my
we do
gosh.
for that segment? Toga segment. We just look at each other and just go, Toga.
Toga's here.
We'll wear togas.
Oh, we'll have a toga party. A toga party.
I like that. Toga party.
Maybe we can have Bridge come and she can be Toga.
She could be Toga.
And then we'll be in actual togas and she'll be Toga. It'll be a toga party.
Hell yes.
I love that.
It's great. Ton of recap. So One Piece style. And I had a question. So at one point, Midnight, I believe, says, like, make sure you go plus ultra. Did we ever determine what that means? I think Aizawa's the first one who says, make sure you go beyond plus ultra style. And I was like...
And then they all know what it means.
They just accepted it.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I think it means turn it up.
Turn it up.
Like be your best. Like, do everything.
Where did that come from?
Who knows?
There's got to be a background. I need the story of plus ultra. What the hell does that mean?
I can find out if you want.
Do it.
All right. I'll ask Julie. She knows.
And now, while you look that up, I had a really big gripe with this app.
Good.
We saw it a little bit last app.
Which one?
So, Midnight is like the MC of the event, right?
Mm.
She's the referee. She's on stage telling everyone what's going on. Almost every shot where you see her, there's no microphone. But they have the microphone effect on it.
They have it out there. Yeah. What if she has a lav?
No,
you don't see
I looked.
You looked.
Oh, I looked.
Oh shit! He's like, okay.
Let me look up but yeah,
Yes.
no. And so I get like the whole point. It's like at the beginning of the last episode when she first starts talking, we see a microphone. But just for the ease of animating, like they're just like, just don't put the mic in the shot. Right?
Yeah.
But there are some shots where it's like it shows the whole stage. There's no microphone, but they have the microphone effect.
Yeah.
It bothers me. Lazy.
It bothers me now that
It was a little.
now that you pointed out.
And remember, this is the 4th episode. Season 1, great animation. First 3 eps. Episode 4,
B team.
So I think this is B team.
This is probably B team. I feel like what happened was they had A team working on theirs at the same time they have B team, and they put the B teams later on because it was going to take them a little bit longer to get done. Yeah, that's my theory.
Well, I do know. So I haven't had some stuff spoiled for me, but I've seen some things. I do know there is some badass animation coming up.
Oh, good.
There is some badass animation coming up.
I know in general, like, it gets just recording, it looked better as the seasons went on. So it'll be good to see it in context. Go Beyond Plus Ultra means push past your limits, be more than expected, and never settle. When All Might says Go Beyond Plus Ultra, he's telling heroes and fans to exceed what they think is possible. In Deku's case, it's a challenge to keep growing, even when it hurts or feels impossible. Plus Ultra is Latin for further beyond. It was a motto used by Charles V. Holy Roman Empire. Charles V. Holy Roman Empire.
That's Charles V.
Cool. Charles V. Oh my gosh. Holy Roman Empire. Shut up. To encourage exploration and going beyond the limits, specifically beyond Pillars of Hercules.
Interesting.
Yeah. So historically, it symbolized breaking past boundaries.
So then how does it work into the My Hero world? It's just they just adopted it as just like a push beyond your limits mantra.
Yeah. So they're like quoting it from Charles V.
Charles V.
Yeah. So plus ultra in Latin is further beyond. Interesting.
So they're saying further beyond, further beyond.
Yeah. Go beyond plus ultra is how it translates.
Go beyond, go beyond.
Yeah. So the whole thing is further beyond.
Or and further beyond, further beyond.
Yeah. Huh. I get it. Plus ultra. Go beyond plus ultra.
Go beyond, further beyond.
I wonder if they thought that was interesting that plus ultra also means further beyond. Because plus is like more than, ultra is like the most. So same thing as further beyond. Like go farther than far. Go more than more.
Interesting.
There you go. I don't know.
That's cool. That's cool. I had
that's
no
my
idea.
thing. Let me see if there's anything else. Yeah, that's it. All or nothing. That's it. Yeah. Charles V, Holy Roman Empire, to anime.
There you go.
That's how we do it.
That.
Look at that.
Drawing the line there. There you go. Plus ultra. Yeah. Midnight is just explaining the cavalry stuff. And then we snap to a cut to a different scene where we show the pro heroes in the break room, and we see Death Arm smoking.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was fun. There's a lot of in this scene. There's a lot of little random little things that I liked.
Like little moments. Like make it real for you.
But like you remember you thought All Might when he was Small Might smoked.
Yeah. I keep thinking that like Mandela effect. I still think he smoked,
but Death Arm smokes.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Like, that's just a little, because there are smokers in the world.
There are, which I don't know why, but there are.
And it's just interesting, like that he would think, like, ooh, what could make this scene more realistic? Let's have one of them smoke. They're on break. Yeah. This is the time to have a smoke break, although he's doing it inside, which is gross.
That is gross. Maybe they don't have the whole...
And he blows the smoke into their faces. But, like, I think that's what separates My Hero a little bit from a lot of other shows is the attention to detail. Even if the animation is not awesome at the moment, it's not plus ultra.
Right. It didn't go beyond.
Like they could have had, it would have been easier to not have Death Arm smoke. But they were like, well, it'll add just a little bit of
give
just
him a little character.
A little character. Have him smoke. Not only will we have him smoke, they could have just had him with a cigarette.
Yeah.
But they had him blow out some smoke. They had the smoke linger, and then we see Mount Lady like...
like, she's ew, like, that's funny.
So that's, it was just a little extra detail.
Yeah, make him more human.
And you know what the other extra detail in the scene that I loved was?
What?
So they're talking or whatever. Kamui Woods goes to take a drink of his water, but he has his wooden mask on, and he goes, he goes,
oh no.
And then it cuts away, and you see him lift up his mask so he could take his drink.
Oh, that's funny. Like, he forgot that he had it on, and then he, decided to drink. Okay, yeah, that's cute. Gives him a little bit more humanity.
Yeah. In the mask era, how many times did you do that? Where you're just talking, you go to...
And you're just like, oh, dang it, I have a mask. Yes. Always.
Same thing. It was maybe a little foreshadowing to the pandemic. Horikoshi knew.
He knew we were coming. It was coming for us.
Well, I guess in Japan, they wear masks, though, pretty frequently.
They do, when they're sick. They started it.
Yeah. They started
They started that whole thing. And then Michael Jackson started doing it, and we thought he was weird, and now we all do it.
Yeah. I still wear, I don't really wear masks anywhere except for on...
Airport
and on the plane.
You wear it on the plane?
Yes.
Shit.
It grosses me out.
Oh wow.
My mask broke like a couple flights back, and I was like, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like I'm smelling like I literally smelled BO farts.
Ew!
Like,
Are you serious?
yes, and like I was just like, oh, this is so gross, and I just knew I was gonna get sick.
Did
I
you?
luckily did not.
Thank
but
goodness.
yeah, airports and because there's so many people from all different places. I'm like,
that's
I'm gonna
That's
at a
so
con.
smart.
It's like there are still some people who wear masks at cons. It's like whatever. But I don't know. For me, it's like, well, they're all local. They're here.
Mhm.
Like they're not gonna come if they're sick. Most likely, if they don't know, like there's still some separation. We're at the table.
There's at the table, and it's also a short enough interaction that it's
Yeah.
you should be fine. But like you're stuck on a plane, or if you're in an airport, you're just like surrounded by it, and who knows what you walked by, who knows what you touched.
Yeah.
I've gotten sick at an airport on accident, and ever since then, I'm like, okay, now I'm gonna wear a mask. I also got the flu on a freaking plane because somebody behind me. Usually, I'm okay with the plane because they do filter out the air throughout the whole time, so you're actually safer on a plane. Kind of, unless somebody is sitting right directly freaking behind you, hacking without a mask the whole time, not even muffling their cough, and that's how I got the flu, and it was awful. That fool had the flu on a plane, hacking, no mask. That should be illegal.
See, that's what a lot of people. I remember when that was the whole thing. Bless you. They were talking about like on a plane. Yeah, they recycle the air, and it's like that's true. But it's not like like if you were to like sneeze, it's not like it would be like and it like just shoots up. Like it lingers
a little bit,
and then eventually gets recycled.
Sucked out. Yeah.
So like people are farting and burping on you. Like
Yeah.
you get it.
You do get it.
You get it.
And also there's certain sicknesses or conditions that do stick to surfaces, and I know this because I've caught stuff from surfaces. Specifically, when I was at the gym one time, I used one of those. I always used to just use the mats, like use the gym mats that are just there.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I put the gym mat on. I was doing a plank. And then the next morning, I shit you not, I had like fever blisters all over my forearms where I was planking.
So you got like athlete's foot on your arms.
I guess so. I don't know what athlete's foot looks like, but it was like puffy and red, and if you touched it, it was warm.
Gross.
I know, so I had to go to the hospital and not the hospital, the doctor, and get antibiotics for it. And I called it cellulitis.
Cellulitis.
But it was like from touching the mat, because there's no other way I would have just had it on my forearms.
Well, because I bet, people just they do their thing and they just roll it up. They don't clean the mat.
They don't clean the mat. They just like sweat on it.
Gross.
It's really disgusting.
Gross. Well, since we're kind of stopped talking about gross stuff,
Speaking of gross,
Minetta, let's do a little Patreon Q's and A's.
From Concrete. Is it just Concrete?
Yes.
Okay. For both Kyle and Leah, what are y'all's music backgrounds, and how has music influenced your life? Like your career, your passion? I know Kyle made a music video about 2 years ago that was peak cinema. Any musicals, bands, singing, instruments? Anything?
I was in band when I was in middle school and high school. I played the trumpet. I think being in band made me a better singer. I never was in choir or anything, but swinging.
He's a swinging.
Not swinging, but singing is a useful skill in the acting world, of course. But yeah, it especially as an actor and a director. Music trains you to listen to really subtle things. And so, whether you're acting or directing, like being able to pick up on those really minor, like the everyday person would like, oh yeah, it sounds great. But if you kind of have this musical background, you're like, well, actually, the way that was said in this kind of way, so it definitely helps with that. But influenced my life. I mean, in high school, music kind of helped me turn into the rebellious teenager that I became. That was partly due to music and the music I listened to.
Really?
Yeah.
You were like, Kyle, go slap your mama. Like,
I would never slap my mama. No, like I got really into like Bad Religion and Rage Against the Machine and stuff like that. A lot of like.
And that made you want to like rebel.
Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, it was like the soundtrack of my teenage years.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you want to know the music video he's talking about?
Yeah. Is it Katsuki's mom has got it going on?
No, someday I'll make that music video.
Oh. You have a music video?
I have a music video.
Oh, shit. For what? Oh, my gosh. And they know about this, so it's, like, out in the world.
So the full story of this is... actually, it was Concrete did a cameo back when that was a thing. And wanted me to sing the chorus of this song.
Oh, and you did?
And so not only did I sing the chorus, I got really into it and made a whole music video. This. The
Ken song from Barbie?
Doesn't seem to matter what I do.
Oh, no.
I'm always number 2.
Oh, no.
No one knows how hard I try.
Kyle!
I have feelings that I can't explain. It's driving me insane.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
How my life been so polite, but I'll sleep alone tonight. 'Cause I'm just Ken. Anywhere else I'd be a 10. Is it my destiny?
I filmed this here by myself with my phone.
Stop. By yourself with your phone?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What will it take for her to see the man behind the tan and fight for me?
Look at you emoting. Oh shit. You gave us a shoulder. Oh no. Oh, what's happening? What's he gonna do? Oh shit, rude.
It's just stock stuff.
Oh my god. Why? Stop. No. Why are you bouncing? What the fuck?
When someone asks for a cameo, this is the effort I put in.
Somebody, you did this?
Yeah.
For a cameo?
Yeah.
Can you feel the energy?
Oh my god.
It's so real,
Look at you not wearing any shoes! Oh my gosh, your little legs are just sticking out.
I'm just Ken.
Oh no.
Anywhere else I'd be a 10. Is it my destiny to live and die a life of blonde fragility?
This is really good. Like the editing is really good. What the fuck? No! Oh, take it off, all of it.
Behind the tan and fight for me. I'm just Ken and I'm a dog.
Oh my god, with your little Mario Kart shirt.
So hey, check me out. Yeah, I'm just Ken.
Ah! Rose petals, yes, all of it. Oh shit. How did you do all that? That's really good.
So hey, well, check me out. Yeah, I'm just Ken.
Gosh. And now you're...
Baby, I'm just Ken.
Holy shit. Kyle, that is intense. You did
That was a
that.
good time. Well, I didn't edit that.
Who edited that?
June Wales, who edits my board game show.
Oh, well, that was really good.
So I filmed that all on my phone,
And
and
you
I
just-
basically just said, "Hey, make this look really dumb. All of those stock like effects that you've always wanted to use, but who would use them?
Yeah.
Use all of them." And she's
Just
like, "Got it."
That's amazing.
There you go.
I need a moment. That was a lot. I have to process all of that.
It was good.
Like,
It was
you were
good.
just doing all that.
I was just doing it.
How does Kara feel about all this? Does she see this?
Yeah, she loves it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's great.
That's great. Well,
What about you? What about your musical background?
I don't have a music video to prove it.
Yeah.
I do have, also on YouTube, like a long time ago, I made like somebody needed a sample, like a demo or whatever. And so I just put together like my commercial and animation. But then they wanted to hear me sing. So I had like an audio, like, I don't know, they had like a video track of a play that I did, Putnam County Spelling Bee.
Okay.
So there is a clip after it, if you guys find it on YouTube. It's a fun little Easter egg. It is me as Marcy Park singing I Speak 6 Languages. So yes, I do have a musical theater background. I studied music theater on Broadway.
Whoa.
Yeah, at Circle in the Square. And it was awesome. It's the best acting training I've ever had in my life. And I will say that in the way that it's helped me with voice acting is, while I was doing that, it was very good for my voice in general, because the theory that I learned, that I trained for singing, was your voice is your voice. You just have to train the muscles around it. And so I've done a lot of training with just like muscle memory. So you do a lot of exercises based on the scales of, music. That way, when you go to sing actual songs, there's not really a whole lot of effort put into it, because those muscles are so strong and they remember certain notes, and your mouth just does all these things. So the same thing happens with voice acting. I use the same placement as I do for singing, so that I can do the screams and the loud voices, and it doesn't shred my voice at all. Like since I haven't been singing very much, I'm not in a musical or something, like it is a little bit harder. And so now I feel what most actors feel, and I have to like limit myself to 2 hours for recording like a loud, screamy character. But before, I could like jam for like 8 hours, like when we did that at the Funny Farm.
Yeah, but I feel like limiting to 2 hours, if it's a loud screaming part, I think is pretty standard. I think most directors would offer that.
Yeah, they do usually.
Yeah.
But before, I never used to have to. But I also will say that is something that has helped with dubbing specifically, because it's rhythmic, And also, I think singing, that's one of my things that I tell people when they're like, what should I do to become a voice actor? I always say take singing lessons, not because you necessarily want to sing, but because you need to learn how to hear yourself. And you need to, like, singing teaches you how to, do certain notes and sing in a certain way, and you can't do that unless you're like listening to yourself, so that when a director says, okay, do that again, but this time do XYZ, you know exactly what you did, so you can fix it easier.
That's a hard thing for newer voice actors to do, because you'd be like, okay, let's, we need to get this, and you did this here, whatever, and then they're like, what did I do? Can you play me the other one? And it's like, the expectation is that you should just be able to do it.
Yeah, so singing helps that.
Yeah.
I think just intuitively, you just do it. Like, you just hear yourself. Like, you know what you did.
Yep.
So, there you go. That's how it helps me.
Thank you, Concrete.
Concrete.
Let's see. Which one should I do? The first one or second one? Which one would you rather answer?
I have both of them. The first one that you sent me says Leah, and the second one says Kyle.
Yeah, I could ask either of them.
Oh, okay.
Which one do you want?
The second one.
Okay. This is from our editor, Craig Draz. Would you rather fight 100 Bakugo-sized Pomeranians or 1 Pomeranian-sized Bakugo?
1 Pomeranian-sized Bakugo.
I agree. A Pomeranian... Yeah, wait.
Because it's a Bakugo
100 Bakugo-sized dogs?
Yeah, giant ones.
Or a dog-sized Bakugo?
Yeah. So, just a little Bakugo.
Yeah, easy.
Kick him in the face.
Yeah. Oh, God, that'd be sweet.
It would be like, shut up! Kick. That's what Bakugo.
You know why? You know why Pomeranians?
Because he looks like a Pomeranian.
Yeah, his
hair.
He's known as the angry Pomeranian.
I know. Someone said that to me, and I was like, that makes so much sense.
Ah, there you go. Perfect.
He looks exactly like an angry Pomeranian.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Well, there you go, everyone. Thanks for sending in the questions. Remember, if you want to ask a shot at asking a question, hop into that Patreon. Patreon.com/KPF Productions.
Yes.
All right, back to the shizzo.
Woot.
So, they have 15 minutes to come up with teams.
Yes.
I guess they can't be by themselves. I think it said at least 2 to 4.
Because they have to ride on somebody's shoulder.
They have to ride on someone's shoulder at least. But that begs the question, Deku's like, oh, no one wants to be with me because of the 10 million point thing. But someone would be forced to be with him, I guess.
Yeah, he can't just be by himself.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he's just a target. He can't ride on his own shoulders.
But he ends up recruiting some people. But yeah, it takes a little while, and we learn a bit about 1B's strategy. Or no, that's later. Never mind.
We did hear Mineta was stressing about...
Mineta was stressing, yeah.
Nobody... I don't know. And I liked Mineta in this episode. I felt like I empathized with him. So I'm still on the why does everyone, hate Mineta, even though he's gross and he talks about his poo. But, yeah, today I think I'm more on... I get it.
I was streaming yesterday, and people were talking about, like, wait, what? Like, in the podcast, you don't like Bakugo right now, but you like Mineta? And everyone's like, oh, just wait till season 4, like that.
Oh, shit.
And I'm like, that's fine. But right now,
it changes.
I'm so confused as to why people like Bakugo and hate Mineta.
Same.
So,
Same.
And we don't need to dwell on it. I feel like we talk about it almost every episode, but I just hope Bakugo's redemption doesn't come too late. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's got to hurry.
But yeah, so Kirishima. So everyone wants to be on Bakugo's team.
Yeah.
Everyone, Mina, who else? I don't remember who all came up to him. Oh, Aoyama. There's a few others who were like, please be on our team, or let's be a team, because he has explosions. We learned in the last episode, or maybe it was 2 episodes ago, that he can freaking fly, basically.
Because of his rocket
explosions.
Stuff, yeah.
And he has a really versatile quirk, so everyone's like, come on, best chance of winning, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, I love the line. He's like, remind me who you are and what your quirks are.
Oh yeah. Like
everyone's like, F you, dude.
He's like, who are you?
Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. So he ends up, and Kirishima pops in. So Kirishima and Bakugo, they start the Baku squad. Like, they're the bros. Denki joins in later, and then Mina and Sero join. But yeah, Kirishima, for whatever reason, is just like kind of gravitating towards Bakugo. And so he comes over and is like, everyone else is like, come on, please, 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 please. And Kirishima's like, hey, dude, like, you're explosive guy, right? You need someone who can withstand your quirk. I'm hard guy, right?
Oh, yeah.
And
yes.
So that appeals. I think Bakugo's like, yeah, sounds good.
Like, you're hard enough.
Yeah. You're the only one not actively making fun of me in class, so sure. But I did love the line when Kirishima walks up. He says, you weren't my first choice, but...
Oh, yeah.
So I thought that was pretty funny. Like, why would you even say that? Like, if you're trying to convince someone to be on your team...
He's like,
It's like, okay, ideally it's not you, but...
But you know what it kind of reminds me of? I don't know if you've ever got this at cons when someone's like, you're my second favorite voice actor.
Yes.
I get that a lot, actually.
I think Chris Wakehamp said it. He goes, I love being people's third favorite voice actor.
So that's like the same thing. Maybe they got that from Bakugo.
Yeah, maybe.
You're not my first choice, but I'll take your autograph anyway.
Yeah. That man.
Like, Sabbath's not here,
yeah,
so...
It cracks me up every time.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, oh, man, you're my 5th favorite voice actor. I'm like, sweet, man.
Thank you.
You're my 5th favorite fan.
That's a good one. I should do that next time.
Yeah.
You're my second favorite fan. Thank you.
You're my 87th favorite fan. Thank you. Yeah, that cracks me up. That happens all the time. Or they'll be like, Denki, he's the best. He's top 5 for me. I'm like, that's cool. Who's number 4?
Right? Who did I almost beat,
who
not?
Beat me out. Yeah, they're like, oh my. I'm like, yeah, if only Sabbath was here. They're like, yeah, I wouldn't be in your line if he was here. I'm like, yeah.
I know, thank goodness. Well, I guess today's lucky for me.
I'm glad. I wonder if that's a universal, unless you're like Colleen or Sabbath. I wonder if that's like a universal thing.
Yeah, I wonder if they get that. If they're like anyone's second favorite. Maybe it's just all of us.
Yeah.
You're my first favorite. They're like, yeah, I know.
So it does make it extra sweet when someone comes up like cosplaying as Denki. They're like, he is the light in my life. He is the literal best. I'm like, it feels good.
Aww.
It feels good.
I've had people say, "You're the only reason I'm here," and I get conflicted because it's like, "Oh, yay, that's really sweet," but at the same time, it's like, "Oh my god, I'm making it worth your while."
Because of Toga?
Yes, because of Toga, because she's amazing.
Okay.
Yes, you'll get to see her. She's lovely.
I know. I'm excited. I don't know anything about Toga.
Really?
Yeah, I know she stabs.
Oh shit!
And
That's all you
she
know?
turns into people. I only know what literally you've told me.
Oh shit!
I know what she looks like.
Yeah.
And I know that she stabs people.
She does.
That's it. I don't really know anything about the villains. That was
Shit.
a whole motivation for starting the podcast. Is
yeah.
you don't know the hero side.
I don't know
know
shit
the
about
villain
heroes.
side.
I know about. Well, I know Ochako and I know Deku and I know Sue. Those are that's it.
That's Copy too.
Copy Sue. Those are the only ones I ever really hung out with as Toga.
Yeah.
Now, Toga herself has hung out with a lot more people, but there was like a whole season where I'm like not voicing Toga like everyone else is.
Oh
And
yeah.
she turns into people.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah. So that'll be fun.
That's crazy.
Anyway. So yeah, Bakugo says you're my second favorite.
No, Kirishima says
Kirishima.
you're my second favorite student, man. Let's team up. And so Deku's like freaking out because he's like, no one wants to team up with me. I'm gonna be stuck with Mineta or something. And Ochako comes over.
I know.
And she's like, hey, me and you team up. And it's really sweet. You know, she's very excited. Because what did she say? She says something like, you know, because he's like, why would you want to team up with me? Everyone's going to be coming after us. And she says like...
It seems like I like you or like you're a nice person.
Yeah, she's like, you know, or it's better to team up with friends, I believe is what she says. And so, again, another of those like attention to detail, or not even attention to detail moments, because he starts crying, right?
Yeah.
Very Deku of him. But his face changes, like he's in a different show all of a sudden.
He looks weird. He gets like all manly. He's like and aged. And you see his chin pubes for a second.
His chin pubes. I feel like in another show, it would have just been a visual gag of just like ugly cry face. And she would have been like, oh yeah, I'm excited to join you. But they have multiple things that happen. So he's like, and she like shields herself from the tears falling on her is the first thing. The second thing is she comments on his face. She says, you look so gross.
Oh shit! I missed that one.
Oh,
she says you look gross.
She says you look so gross, which is funny because she's called him plain looking like twice, I think, and now she's like, ugh, like you look gross.
You're actually ugly.
And then it cuts away, and then you see the puddle of his tears around him.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember who came up, but someone comes up, or maybe it was Ochako. Comes up and there's like, ooh, like because it's like wet on the ground.
Like whose stuff is this?
Yeah, like I thought that was cool. I feel like you never really see that where it's like. It's just, bless you. Usually it would just be I'm crying, and then they just move on from it. But to like
have somebody actually notice it. And
what's the opposite of breaking the fourth wall? Like entering through the fourth wall, like I don't know. It was
slithering through it.
Slithering through because it didn't. I don't know. It was interesting.
Yeah.
I think that's fun. I think that's a cool thing.
It's like being aware of your surroundings.
Yeah.
That's a really. If these were real live humans, I would say that's a really observant actor because that's one of the things that we were trained to do. Is just like respond to everything. Like you can't just walk over here because your director told you to. Like you have to like have a motivation. If there's something in the way, freaking move it out of the way.
Yeah.
You know? So that's really good.
I like it. I think it's a really cool little minor thing. And I feel like we didn't see a lot of that in the first season, but we've definitely seen. I don't know if it's a different director or Horikoshi just kind of decided to have a little bit more fun because remember the whole tea thing with All Might?
Yeah.
It's like your tea's getting cold, like that kind of stuff. I'm really excited because I feel like they're, you know, I talked about when I prank people, the whole thing. The easy way to do it is the attention to detail.
Yeah.
Like you can't just straight up be like, here's what happened. You got to set it up and add little details. And I got that from Reservoir Dogs. It talks about like the pink soap, you know, and you just add in those little details and it helps build the scene better. So.
One of my really good friends that I've had forever does the exact same thing. You're like the only other person I've ever met that pranks me in the same way. It's really freaking weird.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay, and then so Ochako joins with Deku, and they're talking like, okay, and kind of starts to plan. He's like, oh, let's go get Ida, you know, because we're the Deku squad. Because the Deku squad is Deku, Ochako, and Ida. I don't remember who the other two are. But it's like, okay, like, cool. And then we both commented like, so he tells Ida the plan. Here's the deal.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
we can maybe try and get someone else, but like, da 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 da. And then Ida's like,
but I don't want to do it.
and
here's why. And bye. After he knows all the deets, like what he's gonna do, the strategy.
That's the equivalent of like being in the other team's huddle, like in football, and then you're just like, oh wait, I played for the other team. And then they're like, well, now he knows what we're gonna do.
Exactly.
So I think that was pretty funny. Kind of a not a jerky move by Ida, but he could have just been like, hey man, before you start.
Yeah.
Like,
he could have done that.
He could have, but he's like, let's hear what he has to say.
So it was kind of a jerk move.
Yeah,
kind of
a
good strategy.
Yeah, good strategy. Yeah. But no, I understand why Ida, because he said, we're friends, but like I've been, playing catch up to you this whole time. Like I kind of came into UA wanting to be number one, and so if I keep being with you, I'll never beat you. And so he's like, I'm gonna team up with these other people because I want to beat you.
Yeah.
And
that's true.
He said it in a way, it made sense. I don't think
made sense.
Deku's not going to be mad at him. He's like, I get it, bro. Go do your thing. See you on the battlefield.
Motherfucker.
But yeah, no, so it's like, okay, cool. So like, crap, now it's back to the two of them.
Yeah.
And that's when old Mei Hatsume runs up.
I'll be on your team with my babies.
I brought babies. No, Ochako says that.
She's like, you brought babies? I thought that was really cute.
Yeah, that was really good. And then, of course, immediately, so Mei Hatsume is a cute pink-haired girl who's all up on Deku.
Yeah.
So, of course, Ochako, we see there's two instances where she gets a little jealous.
She gets a little,
She's like,
yeah. She's like, I don't like that Mei Hatsume.
Yeah, she's like, they get along really well. And then later in the ep, she says, because Deku's like, wow, your gear is really cool, like da-da-da. And she's like, I'm the one floating us. So I think it's pretty cute.
She's all pouty. It's cute. She has a little jealousy.
She's just a little jealous. It's cute.
Yeah.
Then Deku's like, okay, we got a fourth. Okay, because he's like, thinking of, okay, I'm going to be the rider. Mei has the gear. Cool. Ochako, you can float us. We're missing something. We're missing. What? I feel like that's from a show where it's like, who's going to do it? We need you. And like, I feel like that's from something.
It probably is.
Or zombie show, Walking Dead. Remember with Negan?
Oh, I never saw that.
Well, so there's the big season finale is all the good guys, the protagonists are all lined up, and the new bad guy is gonna kill one of them.
Oh shit!
And so he's like going down the line, like, who am I gonna kill? Then it goes to their perspective, and then he's like, he goes, I pick you, or no, he goes, I pick you, and then he kills him.
Oh my god!
But you don't know who it is, and that's the season finale.
Ooh.
So people have to wait 8 months or whatever to figure out who it is.
That's kind of what. Yeah, that seems like similar.
But I feel like that's been in some other stuff too. But anyway,
it could just be Uncle Sam. He chooses you.
I choose you. But that's what he does. He goes, "We need your help," and then it cuts to commercial.
Boo.
But on the other side of the commercial break, we learn that it is
Tokoyami.
So let's cut to a segment. Character profile.
Oh, fun facts.
Oh yeah, fun facts and whatnots.
And whatnots.
Tokoyami Fumikage, or Fumikage Tokoyami.
Tokoyami.
Immediately from the Ultra Analysis book. Remember, this was Ochako was 6 out of 6 frugality.
Yeah.
So Tokoyami, power 4 out of 6.
Okay.
Speed 5 out of 6. So I thought he was stronger than he was fast, but he's faster than he is strong. Technique 3, middle of the road. Wits 3 out of 6.
Wow.
And guess what his 6 out of 6 category is?
Flying. No.
Edgelord.
The fuck is edgelord? What does that even mean?
Like he's like, I'm emo.
Oh yeah, he likes metal and alternative rock. It says.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's what one of mine is. He's let's see. He trains under hawks. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm. That's later.
Cool. Dark Shadow gets stronger in the darkness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, his cape. So one of his equipments is his cape, and it's kind of like the Hobbit blanket, where like if you're completely under it, it creates complete darkness, and so Dark Shadow can power up under his cape.
That's cool. His name means Fumikage means shadow of a...
Fumikage.
What's Fumikage?
That's his name.
I thought it was Takayami. His first name is Fumikage?
Puki.
Fumikage. Okay.
Yeah, but you said Fumikage, like you've never read a Japanese name before. 20-year veteran.
Fuck, that's true. Fumikage.
Fumikage.
Fumikage. Shut up, Fumikage.
That's great. What does his name mean?
It means shadow of a literary person, and Tokoyami translates to eternal darkness.
Ooh.
Yes.
Eternal. So he's all about shadows and darkness.
Yes, which is weird that he's a hero. Why isn't he a villain? I feel like he would have been a cool villain.
He's like a Batman character, the darkness. He Batman, what is he like? He embraces the darkness. Or no, what does Bane say?
Bane.
He says, you something in the darkness. I was born in the darkness.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you adopted the dark. I was born in the darkness.
I was born in the darkness. Yeah. You sound like Sean Connery.
Sean Connery.
You'll
try your best. Losers always whine about trying their best. Winners go home and fuck the prom queen.
What is that?
That's The Rock.
Oh.
And then Nicolas Cage goes, whatever her name is, Christina was the prom queen.
Oh. He's one of the smartest in his class.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it also says he does have a Batman vibe, which is perfect.
Yeah, so it's interesting. I wonder if Horikoshi really likes Batman, because I feel like people think Aizawa is like the Batman of the show.
Mm.
But Tokoyami has some Batman vibes to him. Surely there's someone else who does. But yeah, those are kind of two kind of big characters who give off Batman vibes.
Well, and then what's his name gives off Captain America vibes.
Superman vibes.
Superman and Captain America.
Yeah, I guess.
So yeah, maybe he's a fan of the Western superheroes and made his own.
All this darkness. What is Tokoyami's favorite food?
Grapes.
Apples.
Apples?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, so close. Why apples?
I don't know.
That's his favorite.
He's like, I'm so edgy and dark. I'll take Granny Smith.
I wonder which apple he would like. Maybe like a...
You know what? No.
What?
He likes Red Delicious.
Oh God, those are the worst
They
ones,
are
though.
the worst.
Those are horrible.
But I feel like he's like, I'm only good enough to eat Red Delicious.
Oh, he's like emo about it. Or maybe he likes the Cosmic Crisp.
Ooh, well,
any
other apple's literally better than
Red Delicious. Those are the worst.
In the popularity polls, all right, so in the first one, he's 7th. Okay. Second one plummets to 15th.
Oh my gosh.
Third, back up to 13th. Fourth, back down to 19th. Fifth, 24th. So he kind of falls off a little bit.
Why didn't people like him anymore?
I don't know.
I wonder.
I don't know. Tokoyami's birthday is the day before Halloween, which I'm a little shocked it's not on Halloween.
That would be really cool if it was on Halloween.
Yeah. My brother-in-law's birthday is Halloween.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You know who else is? Chris Bevins.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The Bevansator.
The Bevansator.
The Bevansinator. I haven't seen that dude in a long time.
I haven't either. I worked with him on Solo Leveling.
Oh.
The video game, if you will.
Is that released?
Yeah, it is. The video game is.
Okay.
Yes, he was almost a different character.
Okay.
In early drafts, it says Horikoshi considered giving Tokoyami a completely different quirk and a human face.
Ooh.
His bird head came later in development when Horikoshi was exploring more visually unique designs. He wanted a character that looked cool and mysterious.
Well, I think he achieved that.
I do too. I guess we don't ever see his face.
I think that's his face.
Is the bird face?
I think he has a bird face.
Oh, hell. That's weird.
Because Tokoyami, he eats out of the side of his mouth because of his beak. And so he prefers chopsticks.
Oh, to feed himself in the...
Yeah, like a bird.
Interesting.
And then fun fact, Dark Shadow, when he needs to eat, Tokoyami goes... and
Ew,
pukes into
that's
his...
weird. Like a baby bird?
Like a baby bird, yeah.
he's a fan. Wait, no, wait. He's a favorite among animators. Animators have commented that he's one of the most fun to animate during high-stakes battles because of the movement and duality between him and Dark Shadow.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And the last one I have, his Japanese voice actor is Yoshimasa Hosoya, who also shares roles with Jared Green in Robotics Notes, Rob McCullum in Attack on Titan and Death Parade, Jeffrey Schmidt in Izetta the Last Witch, and Dave Matrenga in Black Clover. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah.
Those are all people that I could see playing.
I think Rob could, but Rob has an older timbre to him, so I feel like Rob and even Jeff would maybe be a little too old. But yeah, definitely, I think Jared and Matrenga could have done good Tokoyami. It's not that Rob and Jeffrey couldn't.
It's just that, yeah, you're right. Rob does, he kind of does sound a little older, but he played like jerky teens for a long time. Rob did.
Yes, and then he started smoking.
Oh, shit. Is he still smoking?
I don't know.
Robert, if you're listening, stop smoking.
Stop smoking.
Just stop.
No, but it makes him sound so cool. That's how you become a voice actor, kids. Start smoking cigarettes.
Start smoking. And you, too, can be a hero.
Can be a hero.
Yes.
That's all I got.
That's all I got, too.
Well, there you go. Fun facts and whatnots.
And whatnots.
For Tokoyami.
Takami.
Shout out to Jesse James Greeley.
Jesse James.
Jesse James Greeley.
Tokyo Ami.
So Tokoyami joins the Deku group. And so our teams are, so there's 42 people. The teams are Deku, Tokoyami, Ochako, Mei, Ida, Momo, Denki, Todorks, someone named Rin, and a wolf guy.
Whoa. There's a hair on your
on my hat. Someone named Sunotori and someone with green hair.
Someone with green hair?
I don't know. Yeah. Some business class piece of shit. I don't
know. What are they doing here?
What are they doing
Get
here?
them out of here. I don't like them.
Kodai?
Who's Kodai?
I don't know. Halloween guy?
There's a Halloween guy. What?
He looks like a scarecrow.
And he's in the class.
Like Cillian Murphy's scarecrow.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And expletive guy. There's a guy who his head is just a speech bubble.
Oh, that's so funny.
Like Hubert or something. Mineta, Shoji, and Sue are a team.
Okay.
Ojiro, Shinso, Aoyama, and someone with gray hair are a team. Oh, wait. Okay, that's our first mix of other classes, or at least 1A. Because Ojiro and Aoyama are 1A. Shinso's 1C, I think. And then I don't know who gray hair guy is.
Gray hair guy.
We have Monoma, normal-looking guy, gray hair, blackface guy, and someone else.
And somebody else somewhere.
We've got Kendo. I just have it here written down. Gray. Oh. Kendo, gray, brown, and green-haired girls.
Okay. But we don't know who Kendo's on the team with. They just
are three girls who have
just
these color
girls.
hairs. Hagakure, Sugar Rush, Jiro, and I put Greg Ayers. I don't remember what his...
Koda.
Koda. Is it Koda?
Yes.
It's not Kujo?
Is it Kujo? No, it's Koda.
And then they quickly show all these teams. And so when you see that team, Sugar Rush, and Koda are blushing.
Oh.
Because I guess they're holding up. Oh!
They're blushing.
We talked about it in the pre-watch. They're blushing because they're holding up Hagakure, who is naked.
Oh, yeah!
From the top up. Like, they're just holding her pants and knowing...
that she's
naked. Just naked, like...
because you can't see her.
Yeah.
She's wearing her clothes, so she has to take them all off.
So, like, oh my God, there's literally a naked girl right next to me.
Yeah.
Or at least a topless girl.
But there she is.
Tetsu, Skull Guy, Blue-White Bandana Guy, and someone else are a team. And finally, Bakugo, Kirishima, Mina, and Sero are a team. And that is the Baku squad minus Denki. So.
And where did you end up? Where did Denki end up? With Jiro?
No, Ida, Momo, and Todorks.
Okay.
So, yeah, those are the teams.
Those are some good teams.
And then basically they say blow the whistle and say go. And then Tetsu, and I think Todoroki and Bakugo's teams, they just bum rush Deku.
Yeah.
And poor Dex.
Her little guy.
But immediately May and Ochako go into action, and so I guess the plan is, and we kind of see it in that, or we do see it in that. Ochako is wearing her Mario boots, May's Mario boots, and she makes everyone and everything else float, except for I guess herself and the boots. So she's blasting off.
Blasting.
So they don't weigh anything to her, right? So boom, they can quickly go up in the air. Deku, I guess, is just the general. May is maintenance. I don't know.
Yeah.
But Tokoyami is defense. And so, yeah, they would have been screwed without Tokoyami.
Yeah, with the dark shadows.
The dark shadows, yes. And yeah, so Tokoyami says, he's like, Dark Shadow, protect our blind spots. And he's like, okay. So I guess he's independent. Like, I always thought that Dark Shadow was being controlled by Tokoyami, but he's just a separate being.
Which is weird. Because I always thought the same thing, too. Because I knew that his quirk was Dark Shadow, but I know that was like a character that he just carries around with him.
Just carries him
and
around.
Unleashes.
Well, so then here's a question I have written down. Is Dark Shadow always sentient? Because, you know, when they're done fighting, Dark Shadow goes away. Is that him going to sleep?
Or is he just not...
Or is he just, like, in a Pokeball, just, like...
just waiting.
Just waiting.
Well, I would imagine if they call it a quirk, that he just doesn't even exist until he's summoned. You know what I mean? So maybe he is like a Pokeball. Like
That's so weird.
Yeah.
So Dark Shadow's existence is just, like, literally nothing.
Yeah. Until
boom, all of a sudden he's just aware.
Yeah.
And out. That would be terrifying.
That would be terrifying. But if he's a quirk, then he doesn't know any different. You know what I mean? Yeah. He's kind of like an AI. He is, because an AI like comes to life and it's like, oh yeah, I remember everything and like I'm talking to you. But when you don't use it, like what is it? Nothing. It's just there. So
Dark Shadow's an AI.
That's what I think.
Interesting.
But he's like an AI, you know what I mean? Like that's how I think he rules. It's like he exists, like I have an AI in here. It exists, and then when I need it, I pull it out and she's like, oh hey.
Or that's what you think. I bet she's listening right now.
She probably is. Oh, she lit up just now when I said that. Oh, shit. No, she's in here.
She's always listening. Leave us alone.
No, we could pull her out right now.
No, I don't want to talk to her.
Okay, but I'm just saying, you don't want to talk to her. But that's what it's like. I think that's like that's how Dark Shadow is.
Okay.
He's dormant until summoned.
I don't know. Let us know.
What do y'all think? Maybe it comes out later.
Oh, actually, real quick, I was about to say, let us know. And I have a specific channel for correcting us, and we already have one in there.
Oh.
So I guess I got the Japanese voice actor wrong for Bakugo.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Who's correcting us?
Arknessa Plays Va says, Bakugo's Japanese voice actor is Nobuhiko Okamoto. Oh. I think you confused him with a different one. I don't know.
Well, I guess we did.
Well, hold on, actually. Hold on a second. Hold on.
Maybe Arknessa's wrong.
Maybe Arknessa's wrong. Okay, All Might. Hang on, let me go back.
Arknessa. Is Arknessa in Arkansas? Is that why she's Arknessa?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's her quirk. Arkansas.
Arkansas
smash.
Okay, wait, then who is this? Yuichiro Umehara. Let's see who this is. Who are you?
Who are you?
Who are you? Oh, I think when I was doing the research, I basically kind of accidentally covered up who I was talking about. Because I was like, he voices this guy, but then, let's see, My Hero. Oh, he voices someone named Shidero. No! Oh! He does voice Bakugo in, it says Vomic?
Vomic? What's Vomic?
Vomic?
I don't know what that means.
I don't know either. But a drama CD. Oh, so I'm not completely wrong. Arknessa. Arkansas. Look at that. Anyway. But yeah, if feel free to, we have some ideas about Dark Shadow. If you're like, no, this is how it is, drop it in the Patreon Discord and let us know. Or just comment below.
Yeah.
Or just comment below.
Just comment.
But yeah, basically the rest of the episode is just Deku and the team flying around, avoiding stuff. People are trying to grab him. At one point, Jiro sends her earlobes at him, but Dark Shadow bats them away.
Weird. Yeah.
Her
earlobes.
But there is someone we hear for the first time finally, and he has an interesting strategy. And basically, Class 1B and some of the other classes kind of held back a little bit because they didn't want to be super on the forefront, tire themselves out, but also have a target on them. See, because Deku won, he's got the 10 million point target on himself. So Monoma and the rest of 1B were like, we kind of hung back. We're kind of going for second place because the goal is not to always be at the forefront because you'll get tired. You'll become a target. We're going to go for second, third, fourth until the very end. And so at one point they're like, let's check the scores. And they're expecting whoa, kind of a nice gradient, but it's the first 5 have points and then no one else. Including, Mike even says, even Bakugo.
Even Bakugo.
It's because the 1B people, and especially Monoma, they went around and while everyone was like, Deku, he's like, oh, cool.
Yeah, that's smart.
Stole the headband, yeah. So it's okay.
There you
Interesting.
go. That's good strategy.
It is. And so normally I'd say this is a good time for VA shout-out. No segment, because I just have one, and it's Austin Tyndall.
Yay!
But we'll, of course, shout him out. Austin's super cool dude. Does great as Monoma. So, yeah. Boom.
There he is.
Austin Tyndall.
Yay, Austin Tyndall.
It's Austin Tyndall.
Tyndall.
He sounds fantastic as Monoma.
Yeah, we were both saying that's, for me, I've never heard him talk like a normal person. I always hear him as, darker characters or villains or something. So
yeah, he's always rolling which he does well. But yeah, it is nice. You thought for a second it was Jerry.
I did, because he was.
I bet he could voice match him. Yeah.
I think he could. I bet he does a really good Jerry Jewell. I might ask him to do that for me.
Hell yeah. Just because?
Yeah, just because. I want to hear it. I'm interested, because Jerry Jewell has a very interesting timbre.
Mm-hmm,
I bet he could get it down right.
I bet he could.
I bet. I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, so while that's going on, so actually Deku, he's the one that's he's like, oh, that's actually great for us because now people are gonna be like, oh shit, because Bakugo, what does he say? Because Monoma has a whole thing where he's like, you guys suck because you're so focused, you're so egotistical, you're so focused on getting number one, you totally let us basically walk in and steal your headband. And then what does he say to Bakugo? He says wait, aren't you the one that always gets captured by villains or something like that?
Oh yeah.
And he's like, anyway, see ya. And Bakugo, so he's obviously baiting him.
Yeah.
And Bakugo
trying to egg him on.
Everyone, we're going after that guy first.
Let's go get him.
So kind of some heat off Deku, and so Deku's like, we're doing great. This is fun. He at one point he says, May, your babies are amazing.
I heard that. Your babies are amazing.
Which,
I
out
love
of context,
your babies.
yeah.
Yeah, it's wait, what?
I wonder what he's talking about there. Her literal babies, her gadgets, or her
babies. I love your babies.
I love your babies.
So freaking gross.
But yeah, no.
Let's make it weird.
Yeah, hell yeah, let's make it weird. But again, that's the second time we see Ochako jealous. That's when she says, I'm the one floating everything.
I'm doing stuff
too. Pay attention to me. I know she has cool pink hair and big babies, but
big whiny babies. I know her babies are better than my babies.
Poor Ochako.
I know. Ochako.
Mineta, we skipped over this, but at one point Mineta, he says,
nobody's gonna want to be my friend.
No, he says specifically, none of the girls want me on their team.
Oh yeah, none of the girls want him to sit on their shoulders or to sit on her shoulders.
To shit on their shoulders.
Sit on their shoulders.
Which,
sit on your shoulders. Sit on your shoulders.
We get it, understandable. But what's interesting, so he's like, none of the girls want me on their team. Shoji or Ojiro? I don't remember. Whatever, tentacle guy, flesh wing guy.
Oh yeah.
Hey, you can just engulf me because I'm so small. No one will steal my headband. And he's like, that's a good
true.
idea.
Yeah.
But then also Sue joins their team. And of all the girls, Sue would be
I
the
know,
one
that's
that would
what's-
most be like I don't want to be on your team.
Because he groped her.
Yeah,
earlier.
but I guess she's like, whatever, just call me Sue.
Just
as
call
long
me
as you call me
just
Sue,
call me
nothing else
Sue.
matters.
Yeah.
And she even says that, so when they're kind of going after Deku, her tongue whips out, and he's like, oh, also he's on your team. She's like, just call me Sue! At some point, she's gonna murder someone. Like, they're gonna be like, oh, you're that Asui frog girl? She's just like, God, call me Sue! And just like beats the shit out of someone.
That's true.
I'm ready. Dark My Hero.
Dark My Hero, yeah.
She snaps and murders someone because they don't call her Sue.
She's like, call me Sue now. But like I said, like later on, she gets mad at Toga for calling her Sue. Because Toga wants to be her friend. She's
That's
like,
right.
don't call me Sue.
Oh, she says, don't call me Sue.
Yeah, she said she can't call her Sue.
Oh, because only her friends call
Only
her
her
Sue.
friends call me Sue. She's
Shit.
like, I'm going to call you Sue too.
But I like in the heat of battle, like, instead of just being like, okay, what's our next plan? She's like, don't call me Sue! That's why Froppy is one of the best.
Froppy's
She's super
pretty cool.
And then, yeah, Monoma mocks the crap out of Bakugo. And then, so yeah, Deku thinks all the heat's off him. But of course it's not. That's the episode ends with a little cliffhanger where he's got at least Todoroki. I don't remember, was there someone else? With another team?
I don't know. I just saw Todoroki, and he's like, I'm not
Maybe
gonna...
it is just Todoroki.
Because he's like, I'm not gonna use my left side because it's
Oh, yeah?
my daddy.
Because my dad. I hate my dad.
I hate my
He
dad.
wants me to be the best hero, which is my goal.
I'm not gonna use my left side.
These whiny kids.
I know, what the hell? I get mad at them, and then I remember they're teenagers. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, okay, I get it.
They're teenagers.
That's like totally a teenager thing to do.
Yeah,
say.
it is. But I swear maybe it's Tetsu, but to Monoma's point, Todoroki, he's like, you guys are just so focused on the top, like da-da-da, and Bakugo's like, how dare you? And then Todoroki's like, yeah, I am single-mindedly focused on number one.
That's all.
And so that's how the episode ends. It's Deku staring down Todoroki.
The Toads.
So it's going to be, who did I say? So it's going to be, I assume the next episode's going to start off with Ida, Momo, Denki, and Todoroki versus Deku, Tokoyami, Ochako, and Mei. Although I swear. Oh, well, I don't know. I swear there was another group in that little final showdown, but maybe not. But yeah, in the next episode, we continue the cavalry battle.
Just continue.
So our
who
last
we're gonna see.
segment, we're gonna be calling up one of y'all.
Woo! Who are we gonna call?
We're gonna be calling up
Ghostbusters?
Cock.
Hello, how are you? How are you doing today?
I'm great, thank you. Thank you for asking.
You're so welcome. So I have a little quiz for you. It's going to be called Who Said It? And you're going to guess, was it Todoroki or David Matringa? One and the same.
Okay.
All right, so the first one
Okay.
is I'm not here to make friends. Was that Todoroki or David Matringa?
That was Todoroki in episode 2 because he's starting beef for no reason.
Oh shit. Yeah. Very good. Very good. Let me see. Let me get one that'll stump you a little bit more. How
I'm
about?
not an expert on this. I just remember that line.
Oh damn. Okay. How about? If you ever need ice for your coffee, I got you.
What?
If you ever need ice
For your coffee?
Yeah.
I don't think he ever said that. I feel like David said that. David said it like a con to like, haha, funny.
Yay! You got it! Woo! Okay, let's see. How about I don't need anyone's permission to be who I am.
What?
I don't need anyone's permission to be who I am.
And that's it? That's the full quote?
It's part of the quote. That may have stopped short.
Okay, I don't get the good stuff. Okay, I'm gonna choose. I would like to use one of my lifelines. I would like to phone a friend.
Okay.
Can I do that? Can I do that in this game show?
Yeah, sure.
Sure. Who are you gonna phone a friend? What? No.
Oh, I have no friends, so never mind.
Oh shit. Okay. Take a wild guess.
I think that's the Todoroki line. I think that's the Todoroki. He's like talking to his dad. And he's all angsty.
You got it.
Woo!
Woo! All right, and now for the final one. I want to be a hero. I want to be your hero too. Who said that? I want to be a hero too.
God. I don't know. That's a hard one.
Wait,
It's
your
so
hero
simple.
or a hero?
A hero. I want to be a hero. A hero too. I want to be a hero too. I want to be a hero too.
I think that Todoroki said it because David doesn't talk like that in real life.
You are correct.
Oh my god! Going to Hawaii!
You did it.
All right, Leah.
I did it!
We have a surprise for you, Leah.
For me?
Yeah.
Why?
So you know Cock the rooster, right?
Yeah, the rooster.
But you've played Stardew with Concrete Rocker?
Yeah.
They're the same person.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No way.
I'm
Yeah.
Batman.
What?
The whole time.
The whole time?
So it's been funny because you've been like, oh, Cock, like, oh, the rooster. And then he'd go into your stream as Concrete Rocker and be like, I'm real chill.
How do you... Why? Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah.
Why?
Yes. Because you hated me for like no reason. I want to play video games and whatnot and have a cool time.
Aw, I
And
didn't...
then-
Come
and
on.
then it became a prank. Because I was like Batman, so it became a giant prank.
Well, you got me.
Leah loves getting pranked.
I don't. But you know
yeah,
what?
Totally.
That's good. That's good. I like that. Well, I don't hate you. I never hated you. It was just the name. The name was kind of weird. I didn't get it. I didn't know why you wanted to be referred to as a part of your anatomy. Because you're a person, you know?
That was that guy. That was all Kyle.
That wasn't me.
It was all
Oh.
Kyle.
No.
It was?
You started calling me it.
You
started
did?
calling me it.
Why?
Did I?
Did you?
I think I had a
So,
slip up and I called him Cock instead of Rocker.
What were you
No,
thinking?
he started calling me Cock.
So I
It
just
was
started
all
calling him
him.
Cock. Yeah.
Because I changed my name to Concrete Rocker, and he's like, Cock, yeah, Cock, whatnot, Cock, and it stuck.
And it stuck.
So it's your fault.
I guess so. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Did you have any doubt that it was my fault?
Well, yeah, but I wouldn't think. Listen.
Well, but then he changed his name to Cock on the Patreon because he liked the idea of in the credits they would just say Cock.
That's weird, though. That's why I wouldn't think you would want that. Because, you
But
know,
it's funny.
I mean, it is funny, to be fair.
There you go.
It's funny.
There you go. Perfect.
Well, thank you for the reveal, and congratulations on your big win. Kyle has a surprise for you.
Yeah.
Kyle's going to ship you
I have
a...
a gift for you.
I would get for you. Yeah.
What am I getting?
What are you
I got
getting?
$1 million?
What is he getting for his prize?
$1 million in Vietnamese dong.
$1 million dongs.
Dong.
Yeah,
Dongs.
that's the
Dongs
current.
for the cock?
That,
$1 million dongs.
yeah, $1 million dong.
dongs.
Yay, I win. Yay.
Yay!
$1 million dongs.
All right, thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Mate.
And that is Who Said It. Boom.
Boom.
Okay. And I believe that's going to do it for the episode. Yeah, there you go. I'm
We did
excited
it.
for some more cavalry battle. I will say, for what was described in the last episode, where they're like, you'll have someone piggyback on you and you run around, like, I was like, this is stupid. They are making it look as cool as possible.
Right.
Like, so it's like, okay, that's pretty cool. So yeah, I am excited for the next episode.
Yeah, me too. Let's see who wins these crazy battles.
Yeah, who do you think's gonna come out on top? I feel like it can't be Deku. He can't get lucky on this. He can't get it's got to be someone else.
If it's going to be someone else, it's going to be Bakugo because formula. Because we have to have a reason for them to be at, at an edge. What is it called when you're like at odds? When you're at odds with somebody.
I like the idea of Monoma, like getting it, like Todoroki and his team and Deku, like, and then Monoma's just like, I've been doing this the whole time. And then he has it.
That would be cool.
I like the idea of Monoma getting the points.
I like the idea of Sue getting the points because she's cute, and I think it would be funny. But I just formula-wise, if it's not Deku, which you're right, it can't be. It's going to be Bakugo. That's my bet.
Yeah, I think it's a safe bet. But yeah,
or maybe Todoroks.
Or maybe the Todorks.
Todorks. I don't know. There's got to be a reason that people like them so much because they've got to be like featured in such a way.
Yeah.
So that's my guess.
There you go. Don't spoil it.
Don't spoil
it for us. But yeah, there you go. That's gonna do it for episode 18, season 2, ep 4.
Ep 4. 18.
Just a reminder, if you are listening to this, you can watch it, youtube.com/@sparkandchaos. And if you want to watch it early and uncensored and watch the Patreon pre-watch, head over to the Patreon, patreon.com/KPF Productions. If you are watching it or you've come across a clip or something and you check it out and you need more information, you can also just listen to it in the car or wherever while you're putting on your makeup, chores. Spotify, Apple, TuneIn, all sorts of places. It's everywhere. It goes up every Wednesday morning on those platforms. So go check it out. Leah, where can the good people check you out on socials, and where will you be in person soon?
I will be at the San Antonio one, Anime Riverwalk in May 21st.
Nice.
That weekend, so please come see me.
Tomorrow, I'm heading to the airport. I'm looking over here. Heading to the airport to fly out to Ireland.
Oh, wow.
And I will be gone for a while. But then my next con is here in Dallas, May 30th, 31st, and June 1st for Fan Expo Dallas. And I'll be back in Phoenix, my second time in Phoenix, quick turnaround, June 6th through 8th. So come check that out.
Nice.
And then I am Kyle Phillips Fun everywhere. Twitch, Blue Sky, Instagram, YouTube. But yeah, I stream 3 nights a week, Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday nights. And I would tell you what I'm streaming next, but I'm going to be gone. So
who knows?
Not for a while. What about you? Streaming Stardew tonight?
Streaming some Stardew, per usual. Come join me. Visit me and Penny on the farm. I've got 3 cabins. Jump on in. And, There you go. Well, appreciate you guys. Yeah. We'll see you for the next one. Spark. And chaos. Out.
Spark and chaos! A journey of thought with Kyle.